Hi guys, it's Antoinette the Confident Woman and welcome back to my channel where I make videos geared towards helping you live a more confident life. So if you're new here and you like the content, then consider subscribing. So lacking the energy to doing what we need to do or being unmotivated can leave us in a bad disposition. I mean, we all have moments where we get stuck in a rut. But the emphasis isn't really about the fact that we're in that state, but how are we going to get out of it and get out of it quickly? That situation shouldn't now overwhelm us. And so today I want to talk about something or some of the things I do when I'm going through the struggle of trying to get out of that headspace and stay motivated to keep going. So a lot of the things that I'm going to be talking about are obvious, but I think we often need reminders along the way, things to get us motivated, because motivation is not a one-time thing. We need to constantly stay on top of motivating ourselves. That alongside with self-discipline will take us places. So my first point is, don't pull yourself down in that moment. Know that that moment is part of the process. You're probably in the valley season or in the pit, so to say. And if you've been living for a while, you know that life is not a straight line. We often want it to be, but it's not. There's turns, there's twists, unpredictable things come up. Embrace these twists, embrace these moments, knowing that they're only going to make you a lot stronger, knowing they're going to make you a lot more resilient. And I know in that moment it may be painful or you might not understand what's going on, but just know that this is a part of your journey and it's needed. It's not going to take from you, it's only going to better you and help you. And I think having this mindset will help you get out of that funk a lot quicker. So in these instances, the key is doing what is against how we feel. We can't allow our feelings or emotions to dictate the outcome, because if they do, it's probably going to end up worse than it should be. And I found this to be true over and over, time and time again for me. Just simply implementing what I know has had a tremendous effect on how much quicker I get out of those places. So just take a breather, allow yourself to be, but don't pull yourself down or take on negative thoughts in that process. My second tip is move your body. Move your body, wiggle your belly. Is that the song? Moving our body or simply doing some form of exercise is generally good for our overall well-being. There's something about movement that tells your mind, nah, this kiddo ain't staying here long. No. And you feel a whole lot better because chemicals are released in your body that bring about change and also boost up your energy levels. So do a little something, just move it. Move your body. Move your body. Number 3 is become aware. Now you need to look around you and try and work out what you think it is that may have helped get you into that state. So for instance, there was a time when I would go on Twitter and I would come off angry. I'll be snappy. I'll generally just be in a foul mood. And I realized that it really was the people on my timeline. I kid you not. So I really had to kind of just have a spring clean and just declutter that timeline. I did a real serious clean, because when you're following certain people and their attributes tend to be just spewing out negativity, or they're constantly angry about one thing or the other, or moaning about something that's not going right in the world again, I guess it kind of has an impact on you. This is all subconscious, but it's having an impact on you. And seriously, sometimes you need to, like I did, put sentiments aside and prioritize your mental health, your soundness above what other people have to say, or you just want to follow them. So I think it's applicable to so many other things, but find people to follow that won't have such a negative or detrimental effect on you. And also check what you're watching, what you're listening to, because it all relates. All these things that enter via the senses have a huge impact on you. So just check, and you might realize that you're probably in the state you are or thinking the way you are because of what you're consuming. The fourth point is focus on being grateful. Yes, I know, sounds cliche, I know, but putting gratitude over and above any negative thing that we're facing kind of helps push past the negativity. And there's so many ways to doing this, from telling other people what you're grateful for, to journaling every day for, like, let's say the next couple of days, you choose to journal down what it is you're grateful for, regardless of what you're going through, and you quickly see a shift in your gaze, it just kind of gives you a different perspective on everything and takes the focus off of the pain or what you're currently going through. And my fifth point is get out of yourself. When I'm in a rut, there's the tendency for me to make everything about me, and it's only me, thinking about me and how this is affecting me. So I do something which may seem counterintuitive, but actually works, and that's reaching out to someone else. Just thinking about them and seeing how I can be of benefit to them often makes me take the focus off my issues, like I was referring to in the previous point. So for you, it could be something as little as just listening to someone else and their needs, giving them an ear, finding out about their story and what they're going through, and this will uplift you. And like I mentioned before, you'll realize that, you know what, I'm actually all right. And this is not as bad as I think it is, because there's someone out there that's going through much more than me, and they're not in as bad of a state as I am in. So I feel like just reaching out to people, giving, being grateful, all of these things tie into each other, and they kind of help push you out of that rut to help you get back to where you were and keep going. So finally, believe this is temporary. It's not going to last forever, and things will get better. You're simply taking those steps to climbing out of the valley. So I hope these quick pointers were of use to you. And if there's anyone out there that has any other suggestions as to what has worked for them when they've been discouraged, down in the dumps, and generally just feeling miserable, then leave your comments below for other people to see it. Until next time, guys, remember that it's one step at a time to becoming confident. Bye for now.